Okay, we are recording. People are coming in. Hello, hello, hello. I'm going to, while everyone is coming in, please feel free to say hello. Let us know where you are coming to us from. And I am going to get this live on Facebook really quickly, hopefully. We always hope it's really quickly. Let's see. All right. If you want to say hello to Kathleen, she's from Illinois. I don't know where all we have people coming from here. I can't see it at the moment. Here we go.
Right. Let's see. Richmond, Virginia, Michigan, Maryland, Florida. I wish I was in Florida. A couple Floridas. Los Gatos, Dallas, Texas.
Okay, it says we are preparing for live. In the meantime, we will say hello to everybody. Okay, yay. Charlotte, North Carolina, just down the road from me. I'm in Columbia, South Carolina. We've got our Canadians. All righty. Okay. Well, you know, we always have this awkward little chit chat time while all the things happen behind the scenes that need to happen. So it is preparing to go live on Facebook right now. That sometimes takes a moment. So depending on how quickly things are going, but either way, we are recording this, so if it does not wind up, if this first part doesn't wind up on Facebook, we will come back and add the full video to that later. So, okay, I'm going to tell you a little bit about Kathleen. Before I get into that, today we are here to talk about promotional assets as a whole. She's going to get very nitty gritty into different types of promotional tools, which today is all around graphics. And I can tell you that graphics have made such a big difference in our ability to really market books, because if you think about ourselves as users, we like pretty pictures. That's what makes us stop when we're looking at things on Facebook or on Instagram or wherever. We like pretty pictures. They make it does so much to enhance the overall marketing. Yes, thank you. If you have questions, you're free to chat the whole day in the chat box, but if you have specific questions, please make sure that you put them in the Q&A box so that we can, okay, I have to add a title to the Facebook so that we don't miss your questions. All right, what is happening here? It never fails. Okay, now it's live. There's just too many things happening at one time. Okay,
we're rolling.
I'd like to tell you just a little bit about Kathleen before we jump straight into this. So, Kathleen and BookBrush. So Kathleen Sweeney is here as a representative from BookBrush for a fun live walkthrough of the BookBrush tools. Get ready to embrace the marketing side of writing and see why authors say BookBrush saves them both time and money. So BookBrush is an amazing image creation software platform built just for authors to help them easily create professional looking ads and images for social media. It offers tools that every authors need for their marketing toolbox to make it easier. And this is the thing, like with so many of us that are good writers, good creatives, does not translate into good graphic makers. Right?
Absolutely.
We can be great at writing beautiful words, but then the graphics, I am terrible at graphics. Every graphic I do, well, you'll be able to tell the difference, because if I did it, it looks like a 5-year-old did it. If my team does it, it looks very beautiful and professional. And we've been having fun this week playing with the BookBrush tool and created some images for some upcoming promotions that we have. So we're totally impressed with the ease of it. But your information you sent had nothing about you.
I can take it from there if you want to.
I would love that.
All right. I'm Kathleen Sweeney with BookBrush, and I'm from Central Illinois. I have 17 years of customer service experience across a wide variety of places, but authors have my heart. I love books and I love reading. I live in Central Illinois with my husband and 3 busy boys. So without further ado, let me do a screen share and we'll jump into the BookBrush tools. We'll get this going.
I'll man the Q&A box, so if questions come up and it's an appropriate time to ask them, I'll ask them. Otherwise, we'll get to them. You said you're going to pause in between sections, so we'll kind of do a Q&A check periodically.
Yep, absolutely. So if you can see the screen in the background, this is our How to Get Started screen, and we developed BookBrush specifically for authors so that you can create your own eye-catching images and, like she said, save yourself time and money. And so we have a lot of tools. We're going to walk through them one by one. The first thing that you'll want to do when you get started is get your book covers loaded. So I'll show you how that's easy. And I'm going to continue to show you this stuff is easy. You can make these images. So across the top, you'll see the different tools. We are going to go to the account page. I'm going to click on there. And you'll see a spot that says My Books in the center. And that's where we'll upload our books. So I have a couple from Alexa. 2 of them are already in. We've got a children's title here at the first, and then one of hers. And the way you upload your books is drag and drop. You only have to do it one time, and they're there for you to use over and over. So I'm going to make my screen just a little bit smaller, and I have it on the desktop. I'm going to drag it and drop it. Takes just a minute to load, and now we have the fish dress is the first one in the list, and I just put it in there, and now I can use it in the tools. So the first thing we're going to do is go into the custom creator. So come with me. At the top it says custom creator, and your choices in here are to create an ad from scratch, which we will do together, or if you're just not sure where to start or you feel overwhelmed, we have community templates for you. And I'm going to start today with community templates, and then we'll build our own ad. So you can see over here on the left is kind of the whole toolbar, taskbar. The second thing down is templates. And so I'm going to go under templates to community templates. And there's so many amazing choices in here for you. And you don't have to have a creative bone in your body. You just need to be able to click, so you can do it. You can filter over here on the left by genre or platform, and you can scroll. There are also some fun descriptive words and things that you can filter by. So I'm going to do, in the first search, children's. And you can do a double search, like for example, if you just want children's and Facebook ad, but I'm going to keep it wide open. So let's do children's, show filtered templates.
Oh my gosh, this is amazing.
Yeah, aren't they so cute? So we'll do something that's not cute too, but there's so many great choices here. And if you see one that you like, you just click and you'll put your book in it. So I'm going to click this one on the lower right-hand side. And then this is easy. So where it says your book cover goes here, you'll just click it. And there's a lightning bolt in the lower left corner or a lightning bolt at the top. Anytime you see a lightning bolt, you can swap covers. So you'll do that. And it just routes you to the covers that you've already loaded. So again, you just load your covers at one time and you are set. So I'm going for the children's book here. Takes just a minute to convert. And then these are adjustable because especially with children's books, I know when my kids have a stack of books, they are every which size. So you can just grab it here. I'm going to click the book, and you could drag it a little bit to make it really look like what your book looks like. And I think in the children's arena, this is extra important.
Yes.
I think that may be a little bit more what the original looked like.
Yeah.
And then the text, easy. You just click here, double click to change the text over here on the left. There's a whole bunch of robust editing selections, but if you just want to make it really quick, was this coming out in October?
It is September 15th.
Oh, September 15th, even sooner.
Yes. Got to get it ready for the holiday season.
Perfect, perfect. So you could add something quick like that, like a coming soon, coming September 15th. And everything is editable. So if that particular font is not your cup of tea, you can click on the font and change it, change the size, so many things that you can do. I might even enter because I kind of like September 15th on one line. Mm-hmm. And you can change, you can add things, more things. But if this is how easy you could do this, your children's ad is ready and you just go to the top to download. And then you have your choice of PNG, JPEG, or even a PDF, and you would download it right there. This ended up being a square ad that we had. You can see the dimensions at the bottom. So it's perfectly sized for Instagram. Those are the Instagram sizes, but you can use it anywhere you want to. So you would just download and you're ready to go.
Oh my gosh.
Quick and easy. I always also suggest at the top, save as a template. And in a paid account, you can save up to 50 templates, and it's like a work in progress. So if you want to come back to this on September 16th and just type now available, you don't have to start completely over. So it's a great way to just come back and edit what you've already done.
This is phenomenal.
Fun stuff. Now let's go back into community templates and do something for one of the other books. So we'll go to templates on the left, community templates. And let's see, we'll take out children's and we'll just do general and see what we get here. So many cool things. Let's pick one right here in the center. And then your book cover goes here. We'll swap and we can put yours in here. It's like the perfect colors right here.
It is a good color scheme there.
It's almost like I planned that. Okay. So then if this is not a Book Sprout book, you can just take, okay, I don't need this logo, use the garbage can, and you could click this. You could change where you want it. So let's say, I'm just making this up, that it's on Amazon.
It is indeed.
Perfect. And so this is nice because you have access to all our other tools, and we'll talk about them more, but I'm going to go down to the bottom left to stamps. Stamps are essentially images that you can add. So I can click the available at Amazon logo, and you can, I'm going to double click and just resize that baby. And the Amazon logos could be, you could do it just white. There's other little colors you can do, but I like this one on here. And then the top part, you could edit for something personal to your book. Or if you don't need it there, you could just get rid of it and make the book a whole lot bigger if you want to. So these are completely editable. I'm going to click on the book and just resize it. Well, that may be a little big. But yes, so you can just get this working just how you want it and get your text boxes changed. But you didn't have to have a plan. You just came in here and said, okay, I need a quick ad, I need something, and I'm ready. I'm going to download and post on social media. So
that's incredible. I can't tell you how much time we have spent trying to make a graphic that looks like that.
And these, because they're editable, you can change all the font, you can change the background, you can do a lot of things, but you don't have to. You could also even add another book. So sometimes I think it's nice to show your book in different formats. So maybe I would resize this one and go to the book template. We have over 90 3D book template choices in here. They're displayed with a sample image. So when you click it, it'll put your book in here, but maybe you also want to put the iPad in the background. So you could do that, and then it goes right back to your books, and I can add this, and we'll just pop it into the background of the image. It's a nice way to show your readers the different ways that they can get your book. And sometimes it's faster. I think it's a little slow when you're live. And then these little arrow keys at the bottom move things in front and behind. So I'm just using those to drop it behind all of the things. And maybe I'd resize that a bit. But that's a quick way to say, okay, you can get it in these other formats too.
Oh, that's phenomenal.
Yep. And so, of course, you're going to resize your text box and things a little bit, but in the interest of time, just to show you could add some additional books in there. So those are the community templates. Let me know if you have questions.
Yes, we've got one question so far. Tony wants to know what happens if I don't see my genre in the templates.
Let's see. Well, let's take a look.
What's your genre, Tony?
Yeah, good question. You could just do a general and see what romance. Romance is in there. We do have romance, and so if you click romance, and for example, you just want Facebook, so you don't need all of these other types of things. We could do a double. Let's do that. So we'll click romance, and we'll click Facebook, and show filtered templates. And there's a lot of neat choices in here, and you can arrow through. So our graphic designer puts these together so you don't have to feel creative, but then you can just take a little bit of liberties at the end and change it up a little bit to tweak it and make it personally yours.
And how difficult is it to change the colors, like on the background or the text?
Pretty easy. So we'll go back to this one here. On each step, we're going to build our own ad next, but you'll see as you use these different ones. So if you click on background, you could just edit the background. You could take out what's there. This one has a color too, and we can pick something brand new. This will not go, but we're going to put beach and just see what would happen back here.
So you can, oh wow.
Yep. You could put a
Well,
beach
shoot, I don't
background.
know. Maybe people want to market their books from the beach. I do.
If you market your book enough, you could be on the beach all the time. It would be perfect.
That's right.
So all of those things are easy. Let's do one from scratch, and I'll show you as we walk through. You'll see the editing tools. So I'm just going to refresh here.
Julia, I don't think there was just one choice for all nonfiction. I think that she just pulled the one. There were many options for the nonfiction book, correct?
In the community templates, there should be different choices, and you can also click and change different things. But the community templates are just a starting point. In here you can build anything you want. So don't feel like that is the only option for you. The different ad sizes we have, I'll click through a few because these are great things that authors are going to be looking for. The different Facebook size ads, Twitter, Instagram, and scroll through because there's more than one size in some cases. Pinterest, BookBub, that's real tiny. It's only 300 by 250 pixels. So just make sure that you don't use it anywhere other than BookBub because it's so small, it can look blurry anywhere else. So the email headers, the cards, there's business cards, postcards. So whenever we can have an in-person event again, you can have your postcards ready. Under other, there's bookmarks, coasters, fun things like that.
A quick question I have for you on this. Sure. Is there a way, okay, so if you were creating like swag and you wanted the bookmarks and all that kind of stuff, then would you export that as a PDF or a PNG, and then you'd be able to load it to any like custom print place?
Yep, like a print website probably. Not to name drop, I've sent some things to Vistaprint and they turned out nicely. So you would download in whatever format they're asking for and then just put it right there. I did do some postcards and things. They turned out great.
Great.
So yep, you can do it there. I'm going to build a Facebook ad with you. So I'm going to click on Facebook and click on here. So it's 1200 by 628 pixels. You can see it at the bottom. I'm picking this because it's the largest one. It gives us a lot of room to work in here.
Perfect.
And then you can do these steps in any order. I'm going to go to book template because I like to get that done first. Now we talked about there's 90 different ones in here. And because there are a bunch, you can filter up here. So if you just want physical book, you can click on that. Some fun cover reveals.
These are amazing.
I love these. So what I'm going to do for you is the collage like we talked about, because I just think it's a great way to show your audience without coming out and saying, here's all the ways to get my book. It's a visual cue for them to see. So we'll put this one in here, and then I'm going to go to ebook. Now you'll notice the ebooks face every which way, and the physical books are positioned so you don't see the spine because you need an extra image for the spine. So the ebooks you can see go every way. We'll grab ourselves an iPad in here. And then I'm going to add a phone in the center too, once we get these in here. And as you position them, you can rotate. There's a little rotate arrow in the corner to just change it a little bit if you'd like to, or a lot. And there's an undo button in the upper left. So you can kind of play around with those things. Next, I'm going to go to phone and add that. So my collage is going to have 3. And this one I would single click and resize just because I feel like the phone should be smaller. So now I've got my kind of collage look here. There are centering tools if you're a centering tool person. I tend to wing it, but over here on the right hand side, you can turn these on. The first click turns grid lines.
Nice.
And the next click does these movable centering tools. So you can put those, say, on top of the iPad and on the bottom if it helps you to line up additional iPads or things like that. So I'm going to turn them back off, but I want you to know they're there. Next, we're going to go to the background step on the left-hand side. And you have 2 options in here. You can upload your own. which is drag and drop. So if you purchase an image, or even if you want to use your book cover as the background, which is a really cool idea, you can do it right here. Or you can search, and it sources from Pixabay, and you have over 2 million free images to choose from.
Wow.
I'm going to search gold texture. So don't feel like you need to have like an actual picture. Something kind of understated sometimes works really well in the background. So when I go in here, these are things that come up for gold texture. And if you see one you like, you can just click.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh.
And just put them behind and try different things. I'm going to grab this one because I had fun with this one earlier.
Pretty.
So, yep. So when you single click the background, you have some editing tools up here so you can flip, because I really wanted that sparkly smoke to show. And then there are filters, like when you're posting to Instagram, and you can change it. So I liked this filter because I felt like I was doing my homework, and I just felt like that gave us the same kind of gold tint as the text.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah, so I love it. So other things.
Export and send to me, please. No, just kidding.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. I would love to. Well, I'll save it as a template because I'm big on that. Then I'll have it for later for you. So you have more options too. You can either double click or hit more options. And I also do think that blurring sometimes, just the teeniest bit, makes your books pop. So here's no blur. And here it is with just a bit. So where do your eyes go? To the crisp picture of your books. So I would suggest that sometimes. And then I also, and maybe not on this one, like the idea of doing a bit of transparency and then adding a color behind, because it can take your image that you have and give it a whole different, it can make it more eerie, more cozy, no matter what your genre, a different color behind. If you have a street scene or whatever, those colors can really be cool.
Very cool.
I'm going to take it back out, but I wanted to show you that, to tweak an image and make it really fit your cover.
So I just wanted to let you know you're getting all kinds of praise. Everyone is saying this is so cool and it's fantastic. What a dream for authors. Looks way easier than Canva. Wow.
Okay, good. And we'll talk about the plans that we have, but we do have a free plan where you can create and download 15 images for free. And everything we've done so far, you can do on that free plan. So you can really get a feel for if this is going to be the program for you.
Wow, that's amazing.
We haven't gone to text or stamps much yet, but let me know if there's any questions.
Just what a question so far. Can we include a spine so that the book faces the other way? I think you can only upload a flat. So you would
put your 2D cover in, and then it makes it 3D and all those different versions. If you have a picture of your book that's 3D already, you could upload that into the stamps section. Stamps really just means images. So there's a way that you can get it on there if you have it.
Okay.
Yep, we can do that.
And then Diana wanted to know if there are any templates for newsletters or just for ads and things of that nature.
Under the templates, let's go back to community templates. So the platform includes all there's newsletter, podcast, business cards. We added Zoom backgrounds. So let's just look at those real quick. We'll just show them. So if you wanted your book in your Zoom background, these are some fun little templates. And anywhere you see the book where it says place your cover here, you just swap it out. But again, they're all completely editable. So even if there's not a book on there, you could add one.
Okay. I am such a nerd about this stuff. I'm so excited. I am about to cry.
Awesome. Let's do a quick text box. So I'm going to go into text, add a new text box. Now, was this the one coming in October?
Yes.
Okay.
October 27th.
I'm just going to put October 2020 for this.
Perfect.
And so you can move these around, do a lot of the typical editing things. Let's just click edit text styling. A couple things I want to call out here. I'm going to center it in there, but we have access to 1,000 fonts, and I think this is important. So when you click add more fonts, there are 1,000 fonts to choose from in here. And if you want some of these in your list, you just click and check mark. I tend to be drawn to like display and handwritten because they just have more pizzazz.
Mm-hmm.
So you can check mark those. If you change your mind on ones you check marked yesterday, you can just unclick them and they'll take them out of your list. And then special note that this is where you upload your own custom font if you've purchased it. So if you have the font for your book cover and you want to use that same look in your ads, which is a great idea, you can upload that here with drag and drop.
Wow.
So fun things for font. Now, you can click and you can see the just added fonts are right here. I didn't pick anything swirly enough, I don't think, for this one. We'll see what we have in here. Maybe we'll just go with this one. But you can play around all sorts of things in there. The color, this one might be a good one for gradient. So it defaults white, but you could kind of do that like a gradient color in there.
So if somebody wanted to use Chinese characters, would they have to load that as a as their own font?
I think you may, I've actually never searched for that, so I don't want to make up the answer, but I'm not sure that we have that in there. It may be one you need to upload yourself.
Okay.
Text shadow, it doesn't show up with what we have right here. I'm going to change it to a different color that's a little bit wild. So you can see there's some pink showing in there. And depending on your background, text shadow can really make your words pop. It doesn't necessarily need it right here on the black background, but I'm a big fan of text shadow. Then there's letter spacing, so you can make it real compact or spread it out. And then line height. So let's make the box just a little skinnier. So this will work out for line height. And so it just stretches it whichever way you want to do it this way.
Wow.
So those are fun things there. There's text background. You can have color in the background, and I would just make that box a little bigger. Border, shadow, all those kind of things that you would expect to see. So fun things to do there. Then I'm going to head to stamps. So stamps are just like my images that I would add. And we'll just walk through. Look, there's so many author related things.
And just to clarify, can you upload images, specific images to include in the stamps?
Yes. So there are 3 choices under the stamps. There's community, and then my stamps, and searchable stamps. Gotcha. Community are where we're at right now, and those are for everybody. I'm going to walk through them a little bit. So retailer, lots of author industry related things here. And then there's even more. Click more at the bottom. So on this one, for example, this white Amazon might be the ticket. And I just resize that a little bit. Now, this is not clickable. It's not possible to embed a hyperlink directly in your image. So if you put the available at Amazon and you want to link to Amazon, what you'll do is make the whole image clickable on the platform where you place it. I get that question a lot. All right, then I'm going to look here. So button has some sale and buy now, click here, all these call to action type things. Decorative, so I cannot wait to use this bow around the holidays because I'm in love with this thing, this red bow.
Oh, I like that. It looks like a bomb though. But
yeah, that too. Yes, lots of stuff for social media since everybody's online and doing all that. Especially awesome. These days. Let's see, bookshelf. I do want to mention these. So there's tables and bookshelves. So you can line up your book series on there for your email header or for your ad. You know, and even if it's not a series, your standalones could go on these. So explore those.
Wow.
The bestseller stamps that everybody's going for. And then blank stamps. Blank stamps really offer a lot too, because sometimes you want like a bright call to action. So let's take this pink one. And you remember, you just use these arrows to move in front and behind. So I can put this in here, and you may resize it a little bit, or that'd be a great place to put 99 cents or something. But you've got all these blank stamps. I absolutely love this corner flip. I'm going to double click and flip it over here. So I'll move my Amazon, but you could have this, and this would be another place to put like a psst or some information.
Oh, that's so cool.
I love it. Love it. Love it. So those are other things that you know, lots of fun things in here. So these are community stamps. Then my stamps is where you would upload your own. So if you have your own logo or your photo, anything you want, you put them into my stamps. One time, just upload them one time. And then searchable stamps, another 100,000 interesting things that you can add. So like, I happen to like one that comes up under bead. It's a bit random, but isn't this pretty?
Oh, that is pretty.
You could take, maybe we'd get rid of the pink one, and this could go behind. It may need to resize a tiny bit, but you could do that. And you turn this eyeball to see what's outside the area if you need to. And then you could rotate this a little. So fun things that you can do with that kind of thing. And of course you change the font a little bit, but love it. So I know it's getting a little cluttered here. I might take some of this stuff out. What we're going to save as a template so that we've got it there for us. And then we would just download. And like we looked at before, when you're downloading, your options are the PNG, JPEG, or PDF.
Wow.
So there you go.
Wow. I am
Now,
so impressed. That looks better than any graphic I've ever done. Ever.
Love it. Okay, so some other cool things that you can do in here are the video effects, and you can do these in the custom creator. So while we have this up here, I'm going to go back to background, and we looked at images, but we can also look at videos. So I tend to like smoke, not smoking, but smoke, and we'll search for that. And these are video files, so you'll hover over them to see what they're going to do. Yeah. So let's put this in here. And we're going to click on the background, adjust the transparency, or, you can just completely delete your other background. And I'm going to let the video effect be the background. We'll come in
so
here.
it'll do that on social, like it'll pick up the video.
Yep, there you go. There it comes.
Oh my gosh.
I love it. And so then when you've added a video effect, the system can tell. And when you go to download, it will have the MP4 option. So it knows that, and then you'll download it as an MP4.
That's so cool.
So the video effects I really like.
So we do have a question about the downloading. How do you, the question specifically is, when do you know to download a PNG versus a JPEG versus a PDF?
I almost always do a PNG because it has the best image quality. JPEG is sometimes good if you have transparency that you want to retain, or if you're using it on like your website or somewhere that you want it to be a little bit smaller because the size is smaller. Mm-hmm. And PDF is generally just when you're doing a print cover. I don't see where you'd use it a whole lot here in the custom creator, but I've been wrong before. So if you have a reason where you're going to use it, go right ahead. But PNG would be the first choice, unless you've got the video effect. Then you want to do MP4.
And I do have a whole list of questions here if you want to answer questions.
Yep, I sure do, because after this we're going to a new tool. So let's do whatever questions we have.
And everybody's just like, so excited if you look in the chat box. But
good.
Can you scan the image of a book and use one of the elements?
I might need more information on that
one. Yeah. I think if I'm guessing, Ruby, that you mean if you pull up an image of the book and then are you able to just pull different pieces out of the image?
We don't have a crop tool, so that may be what you're going for. But if you have the cover or you're scanning it from somewhere else, you could upload it as the 2D book cover. If that answers, I'm not sure which direction to go.
Okay. Well, we'll get more information if she comes back with it. She does want to know if there's an extra charge for custom images or for more options, or does all of this stuff come in the free?
The video effects are not available on the free plan, but everything else that we did, you can do on those 15 free images. But then when you decide to upgrade on any paid plan, you can download an unlimited number of images. So you don't necessarily get a lot more access, but unlimited downloads on the.
But you can upload custom images on the free as well?
Mm-hmm, for your own background and stamps and things. Yep.
And if you're doing something, if you're writing with symbols in specific languages, like the accents in the French language or anything like that, are those included in?
We'd have to look and see how they would get in there. I feel like if you had it somewhere else and pasted it into your text box, it would retain it. But I haven't played a lot with foreign languages, so that may be something for me to test.
Do you need to choose your format or size before you start designing? For example, if you design a graphic for Facebook, but then want to adapt it for Twitter, do you need to start over? Oh, that's a good question.
Great question. So I've got this ad here and we've done it for Facebook and I like how it looks. I can go back up here to ad size on the left-hand side and choose a different one. So let's say now I'm going to do it on Instagram as well. I'll just switch the ad size. And then I use that eye icon to see what's outside, and I just need to bring things over. Now, because it's a little bit different size, you're going to spend a minute just resizing everything so it fits nicely in there, but you didn't have to start from scratch.
Right. Okay.
So, yeah, you can do that. I'm not going to do the whole thing, but you can see how you
Yeah.
could do it pretty quick.
Ruby did confirm that what I was asking was correct, that she
Did we
wanted to
get
know
it?
if you could pull elements out of a cover image. So you would have to upload those images separately, basically. Use a crop tool and
Yes. Well, except we do have an amazing background removal tool. So if your cover has like a couple that you wanted to peel out of there, or some buff man, whatever the case may be, you could put that in there and you could use the background removal to do it. Let me give you an example of that real quick. I'll do it with an image that's in here. I'm going to search person back, and we were going to do background removal at some point in here, so this is perfect.
perfect.
So let's say this lady in the second image that's in the forest, there are 3 little dots. I can click remove background, and it does cost a credit, and we can talk about that. But here she is over here in our image. Let's get rid of some of our books because it's crowded. But she's over here now, so we could use the background removal tool. So depending what you're wanting to pull from your cover, I've definitely had some people use their cover art and separate out their characters so that they can use them in ads to show them doing other things that they might do in the book. You know, they may place them on the beach or other places.
Very cool.
All right.
And
Anything
then,
else in the
yes,
custom?
one last question. Do you have Hebrew letters? We've got a lot of questions about letters
Yeah, and
today.
they're really good questions. It just pulls normally the normal things here, but I feel like if you have it somewhere else and paste it into the text box, so when you're in the text step and you add a new text box, instead of just typing, if you had it from somewhere else and pasted it, I think that it would retain what you're looking for.
Okay, got it. Is the background remover in the paid plan only?
Yes.
Okay.
And we have 3 levels of paid plans, and on any paid plan, you can buy a package of background removal credits. So
Okay.
on any tier, they're 50 credits for $40, and they don't expire as long as your plan. You have to use them right away. You know, as long as your plan is active, you can you remove background whenever you would like.
Oh, that's awesome.
All right. We have more tools to look at if you're ready. Are you ready?
Yes, let's go.
Okay.
That's all the questions. We got through them.
Okay, good. So across the top, you can see where it says tools, and we're going to do instant mockups. And the instant mockups, this is silly, but they were an instant hit when we launched these. They started last July, so they've been around for a year. We just had a birthday party for them last month. And we started with about 200. We now have over 600. And so what you'll see in here, your book covers are across the top. So I'll just click on yours so you can see it's highlighted in orange. And then there are all these real life images that you just drop your book right in. They're amazing.
Oh, I love it.
I love it. You don't have to get your own coffee cup and get everything organized.
I love it so much.
I'm going to click on a few. So when you want to find ones that you want, you just click and check mark the box here. I'll try to find ones that seem like they suit.
Kathleen, I'm sorry to interrupt you, but I've
sure.
got a couple of people that are like saying they are ready to buy, et cetera, et cetera. I wanted to quickly talk about your discount.
We are going to have coupon codes, so don't go do it yet.
Don't go buy it.
Yes. Our coupon code is going to be for 15% lifetime discount on any new paid plan. So our plans, and I'll go to the page. There's Plus, Gold, and Platinum, and there are unlimited images on each one, but the plans include additional features. So for example, the Gold plan is the most popular, and it's because it includes these instant mockups, which are totally a fan favorite. So I'll show you these when we get here. I want to download these just while we're at it.
Yeah, absolutely. Sorry. I saw that pop up. I'm ready to buy now. And I wanted to make sure we talked about the coupon code.
I don't want to turn down anyone's money, but let's just walk through just this real quick. So I picked a handful here, and then I'm going to go to step 4.
These are adorable.
Now I love them. And there's a filter thing, so you can pick seasons or device, you know, or if you want a physical book, you can do those kinds of things at the top. Now, these do take about 4 seconds per image to download, so that is why I only did a few. You may not want to fire up 200 if you're in a time crunch. And these are going to download directly to our computer as a zip file. So they're coming across here. I can't wait to look at them because they always look so pretty. So it's going to be down here in the corner, and we'll open it up. And then because it's a zip file, I'm going to extract all and open it up here. I think it's slower when you're live. So thank you for your patience there.
Oh my gosh, those are amazing. That's
Yeah,
my
look.
Instagram is
Yes.
done for.
Yep. And so
Oh my
you
gosh.
can pull these since they're organized in the square, horizontal, and the vertical, but you can bring it into the custom creator and change the size if you need to. So like, for example, this one, it's more of a horizontal Facebook size, but if you wanted to use it for Instagram, you just pull it in as the background, for example, in that custom creator, and then just make it square. So you have tons of flexibility.
This
Love
is
this
incredible.
one.
This is going to completely change our
Yeah.
Instagram game.
There, and we have an Instagram account. It's BookBrush for Authors, and we post an example every day. So if you're looking for inspiration, check us out over there.
Oh my gosh,
And
I'm going to spend the rest
usually-
of my day playing on
Yeah.
BookBrush. This is bad.
I have
but
got
so good.
right. So I have gotten the complaint that this was too fun and people did not get back to the writing. And so I apologize if this impacts your writing game. But,
oh my gosh.
So there's lots of fun things in here. And these filters in step 2 are where I was saying there's new and things. Now, if you're on the free plan, you'll see the word free. We have a few opened up for free. I'm not in a free plan, but you'll see that word that you can try them out on the free plan. But I'll just click through to see a few other. Gosh, they're just so pretty. And,
they are amazing. This is, oh my gosh.
And they suit a wide variety of genres across the board, I think. So
I had no idea when we scheduled this webinar that you were going to get me this excited.
Awesome. We still have more stuff too. Okay.
And there's more.
Yep. So these are the instant mock-ups. If there aren't any other questions on here, I'll move on. These are on the gold plan and higher, just so we know.
Gold plan and higher for the mock-ups, everyone.
Okay. So the next thing we're doing in tools is the box set creator. And interestingly enough, when we were developing this, we had beta tester authors, and we found out that most people that get their cover design did not have the spines. They just had the cover. Mm-hmm. So we built a quick way for you to design the spines. So you'll see on the left, choose a box set, and there's a thinner version and a thicker one. But it says, do you need to create a spine first? And yep, you probably do.
Oh my gosh.
So again, we've got you covered here with community templates. You don't have to have the creativity. And these are all in here for you to use. So we're just going to do a quick down and dirty 2-book box set. So your book cover goes here. As you're familiar, you click and just swap the covers. I'm going to make your 2 books a box set. Clearly they don't go together, but for today's purposes, they're coming.
But wouldn't that be fun?
Right. So the fish dress. And now keep in mind, you can use all these different fonts, everything in here you can change. I'm not going to change a ton of things, but this would be the first one. You can change the background, you can change all the stuff, but let's just do quick. So we'll save the spine, and we're going to build, so we're building the spines. So save in BookBrush, save to spines. And then, so this was spine number 1. Then we're going to make spine number 2. So where we swap covers, we'll do the other one. We'll change the title here. I'm shortening it for you too.
That's fine.
Okay, and so you move things. You can see this outside. Set it aside here. You can use the undo button. On this 1 down here, I'm going to click and make it a 2 for book 2, and then bring my wording right back in here. That's probably about where it was at. And then download and save to spines. And so that saved to spines. Okay, so 2-book box set. We can go back over 2 box sets on the left-hand side. And then this is where you choose the thinner or the thicker version. I'll do the thicker one. And then you can have from 2 all the way up to 10. So if you're having a 9 or a 10-book box set, you just need to make that many spines.
Wow. Okay.
We're doing 2, so we're going to choose the 2 for, and then we're going to build it. So it's literally just assembling spine number 1, click it, spine number 2, click that one that we just made. Now it's a 2-book set, so the 3rd image is the front. So we'll go to covers, and we'll just put the marketing one on the front. This is the craziest box set you've ever seen.
Well, I actually have another Ditch the Fear book, so
I should have used
excited to make it cover.
So here you go. So then what you'll do here is save it into stamps so you can utilize it over in the custom creator, and then save to your computer, and it'll download directly. mean, I would totally change the background on the spine
Right.
to go with your book, but look how quick and nice that looks.
That's amazing.
We have individual tutorial sessions, like 101 how-to sessions that focus on one tool at a time. And one is the box set creator, because it's a hidden gem that you can do a lot of things with that we can't even get into in this kind of a session. But there's so many things that you can save yourself a lot of money doing this yourself.
Yeah, absolutely.
And if
oh my
you're somebody who does have your spines, you could skip that step and you can drop them in and upload them.
And can I just say how amazing it is that you have the steps right there on the right-hand side, just listed right out for you?
Well, yeah, because it could be tricky, but it's not once you get a feel, a feel for it. So that is the box set creator. It's kind of revolutionary because there's not a lot of places that you can just whip up your own spines and then make your own box set. And it seems like now is the time people are home. Put your book into a box set and they may buy the whole set.
Yes, people were asking if you could change the spine, and Patty, she did say that she would have changed the spine, but she was just going in through quickly.
Yes, so just real quick, so you could click on the background and edit background. I can just use the garbage can to delete that, and then you still have this 1 million free, or all the free images to search from, upload your own, so you can do some really nice things with the background.
Cool.
For sure. All right, any other questions for us in the box set? I'm going to cruise on to the cover creator if we're ready. Are you ready?
We are.
Okay.
We are ready. Cover creators.
So this is fun. So cover creator, and this is our most recent edition in February, and it came about because our authors were asking us and saying, we love these tools and we'd love to be able to create covers with them too. So it looks a lot like the custom creator, but it's cover oriented. And let me just say that no matter where you're at in your writing journey, even if you're somebody who's normally getting a professional designer, maybe you have a short story, fan fiction that you want to get out in a newsletter and make a quick little cover in here and not pay the designer for that one. Or, if you're just getting started, you can create great covers in here. So it can appeal to a lot of levels of writers. So you can do ebook, print, or audio. Ebook has Kindle, Kobo, and Wattpad. And then print is going to ask you a lot more things. You'll have to choose your trim size and your paper type and page count and so forth. And then audio has those two sizes too.
Oh my gosh.
So we're going to build an ebook cover together. We'll do Kindle. And it works a lot like the custom creator where you can build it from scratch. There's also community templates, so don't panic. But we are going to do a building one first. And I told you I wanted to be on the beach, so we're going to do beach.
Let's go to the beach.
Yes. And these are the backgrounds here, like they source from Pixabay. You can upload your own. We didn't talk about those 3 little dots. You can click image info and it hyperlinks you to Pixabay so you can check your licensing.
Oh, that's good. And
you can also save favorites. So you can save up to 50 favorite backgrounds by clicking and save them. They'd be up here under saved. So you can do that too. So we'll click it in here, and this is a great time to use what's outside the area so you can kind of see. And bring this over, pick your favorite part, like maybe that tree really does it for you, or maybe the opposite, whichever. And then so you can just bring it this way.
A way to make it smaller so that you could incorporate?
You could. You just want to make sure it fits through to the edges. So you don't want any white.
Gotcha. Okay.
That would be the only thing. So I was kind of making sure it covers. You don't want to get rejected with a ridge of white.
Very true.
And some of them, there's a little warning that pops up to just, especially on the print, to make sure you don't leave an edge of white anywhere because it would likely get rejected. So then we just need real quick text. We'll just type in a title here and edit text styling. And honestly, this is when we added the 1,000 fonts, was so that we would be able to offer folks ways to make some really nice looking covers with great font choices. I would even make that bigger. There's a quick all caps button so that you can change it, because a lot of folks do want your book title on the cover to be all caps. And then add a new text box. This is your book today. Did you know you were writing a book today?
Well, it's really funny
Oops, I forgot the
because
E.
I was just in Charleston yesterday, and I was on the beach, and I said it was inspiring
Oh,
my next
perfect.
book.
And here it happened.
And
Like
here
it
it
was
happened. So
self-fulfilling prophecy. So this is where that background removal tool is super cool, because you could find a person to put on the beach. So we will do that. Person back is kind of my favorite because I feel like it's a little bit generic. But this tool also works, like we said, for your own photos. But we can take, like, let's say this girl, we would remove background. Yep. And so what's happening is she's over here on our image.
floating on the ocean.
Yeah, she's going to scoot down to the bottom, and you use these little arrows again to move her in front and behind so she can be kind of wherever.
Oh yeah, now
And,
it looks like she's standing instead of sitting too. So
yeah,
that's
yeah.
perfect.
And I would
Ooh.
often use the filters. So like it may be the same filter on each one so that they have that same look. And I also tend to, let's click, do the blur just a tiny bit. Now you can do the blur with a slider, or once you've selected it, you can use the arrow key so it's not so dramatic.
One of my romance writer friends, Patty, she's actually written books. I am still dreaming of it. She's on the call today, freaking out over all this stuff too. So there you go,
Wonderful,
Patty.
wonderful.
Here's my book.
Yes. So save as a template so you can come back and make your changes and your edits. But that's how quickly we just did a ebook cover, and then you would download. So
Love
you're
it.
all set. Now let's look at the community templates, because it's a great way to come over here. So I'm on templates, community templates. And there's all these great choices where
Oh,
you don't
these are
have to
so
know.
much better than the Canva
Yeah.
templates. Oh my
You don't have
gosh.
to know where to start. So let's just do a filter. We'll do ebook and romance. So you'll get that double filter.
Oh, I love
Lots of fun choices.
Oh,
So then
the
if you,
Monarch Princess.
okay, let's pick her. So when
Yes,
you click it,
beautiful.
it's completely editable over here. You can see what's outside. You can move it around. So by the time you change the background a little, change your font, of course, it's your title, your name, rearrange it. It is not going to look like anybody else's, but you didn't have to start from scratch. So it gives
Right.
you a nice kind of starting point.
Right.
And even this, you could even take the background out and put something else in, but didn't have to feel like you had to just start from square one.
Totally on brand for me. The teal and the butterflies. Oh my
Yes,
gosh.
you're right. You're right. It
Nobody
does.
else used this cover.
Oh, I love it. So those are the community templates. And then if you do print, there's a little bit more involved. We don't have to build one, but you kind of get the idea.
Yeah.
I've got a saved template here that I worked on. This will just kind of give you a clue on the print version. So it's got a placeholder for the barcode. Nothing prints there, but that's where it will go when you would upload it. And you want to make sure to view what's outside the area so that you don't have just a teeny rim of white. You want to make sure that's all covered. And just real quick, I'm going to add a text box here, another one. And this is, you're writing more than one book today.
I'm a busy girl.
Yes, yes. So let's just say, we'll make it a little bit smaller, but I wanted to show you there's a rotate to the nearest 45 degrees. So rotate, and it lines up just perfect for the spine.
Oh my gosh.
So you don't have to fiddle with trying to get it completely vertical. So I would use that for anything on the spine. Now, this is a great spot for the stamps. We talked about, they're really just images. If you want your photo or something in the background, you would put it in here and do it in My Stamps, and that way you can get it onto your image.
So, oh my gosh, we've got a whole bunch of questions again.
All right, bring them on,
All right, so yes, Sandy is asking if this can be used to create summit graphics, and absolutely, you can use these templates, and basically you'd probably use the Instagram and the Facebook sized ones for summit, or the podcast sized ones. But yeah, you can use these for anything, not just for books.
Sure. Oh yeah.
Okay. Julia would like to know what the exclamation point is on the photo. That's about the licensing, right?
Oh, actually, it just means the license. This means that it may be smaller than 100% on the covers over here, but it typically is just fine. Like, for example, when we did the beach, it had the warning, the one I picked. And so it could be a teeny bit pixelated. Here's what the warning is. It's smaller, may appear pixelated when it's larger than 100, but it's usually fine. But it does, like, for example, this one, it's big enough. So you could be under 100% when you put it into the background.
Love that image.
Yep.
Okay, let's see. And are there tutorials and on your site for people who are trying to learn how to do all these different things?
Yes, we have under our FAQs, there are little short videos and things like that. And then those sessions that I was talking about that focus on one tool at a time. So like there's Box Set Creator 101, Cover Creator 101, and they're live sessions. You can get the recording if you're not live, but the live part is fun because you can ask your questions at that time. So we have both kinds of things. Here,
Awesome.
I want to get to the plans for you. So we're going to go to
Awesome.
the account page, and then we'll get to the discount code too. And if we have more questions in Cover Creator, I can hop right back. So after the free plan, there's Plus, Gold, and Platinum, and they're paid yearly. So the Plus plan is $99 a year. And these are all for a single author. If you're doing a professional plan that need more authors, if you support additional authors, you might want to look at that. But this is for a single author. You know, if you have multiple pen names, that's fine. But this is to make images for yourself and your own use. And so the Plus plan, and all of them are really unlimited downloads, access to all the templates. The features just stack up. So Cover Creator, right down here, is on all of them. Instant Mockups starts on Gold and higher. That's the most popular feature, which makes Gold the most popular plan. And then Box Set Creator is on Gold and higher too. And then there's a few other things on the video credits, for example. There's 5 per month on Plus, 10 per month, and they roll. If you don't use them that month, they'll accumulate for
Awesome.
you. And then unlimited on that Platinum plan. And then Platinum has 10 background removal credits per month, but don't feel like you need, if you want background removal, you do not need to buy the Platinum plan. If you scroll down on your account page, you can just buy background removal
very
credits.
cool.
Yep. So you do need a paid plan to buy them, but then you can add them.
So let me ask you a
Sure.
question, because I know we have several people on here who are book marketers, who are publicists. They're asking some questions about this as well, like me, who we publish multiple authors. So when you say one author with unlimited pen names, what does that mean exactly?
That's just yourself. So they're for
Okay.
one author, but if you write under more than one name, that's okay. You don't need to open up more than one account. But let me click on the need more authors clickable. And so these are professional level plans. So it's an unlimited number of authors. The plans are just structured a little differently. So they're not unlimited. It's 100 downloads per month and 200 and so on. And these don't have instant mockups, but you can buy it on a package basis. It's just a different kind of setup because it supports so many people.
Right. And we've got the coupon code for 15%
Yes.
off lifetime, you said?
Yes. And so let me go do that. Well, let me do one other thing on here. When you're on your account page, and you can do these even for free, where it says more webinars, learn more here. These are the, I just feel like these are bite-sized, the right size for your brain. You can register for a more in-depth look at these certain tools. So if you want to learn more on them, one by one,
Oh,
these
that's
are great.
amazing.
Okay, so then I did my homework. We'll go to Tools, Custom Creator, and you can see how handy it is to save a template because I have my discount code. So we'll go to Templates, and you can see the ones that we saved are in here. So if I came back and I wanted to change something on those, I could click them. But here is our coupon code. It's the whole shebang, right? Publish, sell is the coupon code.
Awesome.
And it's 15% lifetime discount on
That's
any new
amazing.
paid plan. Yep. So it's set up to automatically renew for you so you don't lose all of your saved things and all that's in there. And the discount would apply each year at your renewal.
That's amazing. And the webinars that you have and the tutorials and all of that stuff, those are free, correct?
They're free, and you can do them on the free plan to help you decide if you know, don't feel like you have to upgrade in order to take advantage of those.
And then Anar, I hope I pronounced that correctly. I'm very sorry. Wants to know your own photo for building the cover. You would just, when you pull up the book cover template, you would just upload your file, right?
Yes. So let's go back in there. If you've got the coupon code, I'm going to move back to the
Yes,
cover.
right, publish, sell, everybody.
Okay, in the cover creator. And actually, this is a good question too, because if you have your ebook cover and you haven't tackled the job for the print, you could bring that ebook cover in as the front and then use our tools to do the wraparound for the full cover. But say you have your own photo to use. We'll do a Kindle cover. You would go to background, and then instead of searching right here, you would just do it where it says upload your own. So that would work out just fine for you. And then we'll do print. So let's just say we were doing 5 1/4 by 8 and cream and a 300 page count book. So it's got the spine and everything. You want to make sure you have your paper type and page count correct so that the spine's the right size. But then you have the option where it says add your covers over here on the left. So you can bring in your front cover, your back cover, or a spine that you already have.
Oh,
If you wanted to do that in here too. And the cover creator kind of dovetails nicely with the box set creator, because if you're doing a box set, you might want a cover that kind of encompasses all of them. So you could bring your existing cover in here and add a text box. Like I have one in here, I think here, where this cover existed in a series, but we just made a box set box to put on there so that you could tweak it so you weren't advertising just one book on the front of your box set.
Nice.
Yep.
Lots of questions about the coupon code. How long is it available?
I didn't put an expiration date because I want you to have time to play around with the tools and things. So the free plan gives you 15 free images. There's no time limit, but if, it depends how quickly you would use them, or if you want access to more tools, because the box set creator and instant mockups really aren't on, and the cover creator aren't on the free plan. So, but I don't have an expiration date.
Okay, perfect. And if you switch plans, like say you go with one plan this year and then upgrade or downgrade, does your 15% stay with you?
You would just need to enter it again. So that's a good question. You could upgrade to Plus, for example. Now this is August, and maybe in November you want to go up. You can go up from one plan to another, and the system will just calculate that prorated amount for you for the rest of the membership year, and you can put the coupon code in on the upgrade as well.
Perfect. And then if you want to use new images for backgrounds, do you upload that to Stamps, or is there a place to upload it in backgrounds?
Right here on the background step, and this looks the same in the cover creator and the custom creator, it says upload your own. And then if you don't want to upload it over and over, once you've uploaded it, save it as a template. Then you can just grab it out of saved templates. That would work out really well.
Do you want people to use the coupon code if they're just signing up for the free plan right now, or should they wait until they upgrade?
On the free plan, there's no place for the coupon code, and you don't have to enter a credit card or anything. So you'll just get onto the free plan and try things out. And I'm not sure if I mentioned this, but when you're in the cover creator on the download button, there will be a 15 and it'll count you down. So you can see on the free plan how many you have left.
Very nice.
If that makes sense.
That's great. All these methods, do they apply to a CD cover as well?
Yeah, I think so, because it's kind of like audiobook sized. So you could, if you're just looking for a square, and you can design anything in the custom creator. You can pick your own size and do something in there. So, yep, I think you easily could.
Awesome. Oh my gosh, I am so excited about this. This is amazing.
Good.
Everybody tell Kathleen that you want her to come back as a sponsor for the summit, because I think our whole community is going to go bonkers over this. It's amazing. Well,
thank you for letting me do this today. I was really looking forward to this. I love showing off the tools and playing with people's book covers and things like that, something new to me, and getting to show off our tools. They're just so visual. Like I could talk about it, but it's fun to show them.
Yes, it really is. I mean, this is, wow. The time and energy and money spent on graphics. I hope none of my graphic designers are on this call, because they're going to be like, crap.
Well, they could get the professional plan and they can work on it from there.
That's very true. That's very true. Oh, this is great. Okay. Lots and lots of thank yous. Everybody is super excited. So Diana, on the free plan, you get 15 images per month.
It's correct? Actually 15 total. 15 in a lifetime.
Okay, yep, 15 in a lifetime. I was going to say, wow, that's super generous. How do you ever make any money? But
no, it's 15. It used to be 3 per month, but it was just too limited. So we just opened it up where you could really just get in there and try out a lot of things and then decide. I also want to mention on the account page here, there's a contact form. So if you're watching the replay, or if you're like me and you think of something later, like why didn't I ask this? Right here it says contact. And this is where you can search for the FAQs. And then here's the box to contact us. Lovely picture of me. It's me that'll usually be answering these. And so send it in and say, I can't remember. I'm not sure how to da 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 da. And we'll help you get it figured out.
Well, this is incredible. I am so grateful to you. I mean, you'll have to scan through the chat box quickly because everybody's very excited about you.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful. Yeah, I was keeping that close so I didn't distract myself.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, yeah, this is exciting. I think you'll see some of our crew heading your way very quickly. The free version, Ruby, how do you sign up for a free version?
BookBrush.com. So I can't seem to get the chat opening here. Obviously, I'm tech savvy enough to do all this, and I can't open the chat box. But if you want to paste
I'll put it in there.
BookBrush.com. Yep.
BookBrush.com. That's super easy to remember, and you'll be able to.
Here, I'll stop sharing. That might work out for me. There we go.
There you go. Okay, well, that was exciting. All right. Well, if nobody has any other questions, don't forget. So the key things to know, if you go on the free plan, you get 15 downloads in your lifetime. If you go up to, if you have a paid plan, you can add on the background remover. And what was the other thing that you can add on? The videos.
Yep, you can buy extra video credits. So you have 5 per month on Plus, 10 per month on the Gold, and then unlimited on Platinum. But if you can just buy extra video credits too, and that's anytime you download the MP4.
Awesome. And then use the coupon code Write Publish Sell. Get 15% off for your lifetime as a client. That is amazing, and this is just incredible. I'm excited.
All right. Well, thanks so much, everybody. Thanks for joining, taking time out of your Thursday. I can't believe it's Thursday already, but thank you.
I know. All right, everyone. Have a great day.
All right.
Go create some fun graphics.
Absolutely.
Yay. Make sure you hashtag Write Publish Sell and BookBrush when you share them so that we can see your beautiful creations.
For sure. We would love it.
All right. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Bye-bye.